On-field analogies and metaphors are common in the vernacular of football and really always have been. But when we get figures from military history squaring off on the gridiron, it seems to fit just right. Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen. As we'll see a team from the American, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Navy Midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The give from the gun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. Three-star defensive back, a guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Rutgers offense will go to work for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives.
Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Here we go. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass, it's Schultz. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a bet.
There he goes! A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice,
Hey, that's a live ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a 3-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home, and now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. Now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hutchinson. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The midshipmen come to the line on 3rd and inches. Rides to back and leaves it. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Hutchinson.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The brigade celebrating another 1st down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Wallace. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Navy now facing 3rd and short. They'll go to the air. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. Touchdown, midshipmen. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Ole Miss. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll try it again. steamrolls his way ahead. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23.
And it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Pulls it in. It's Black. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Schultz. He's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. On his way back from the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Hutchison.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Lost a fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man in the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Every Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Wallace. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Navy will have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Trying to find the end zone. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, running back gets the give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's 1st down from the 38. To the ground, he's got it again.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get 1st downs and hopefully move the football.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Off the play fake. Under fire. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. He fires a bullet to the right. Hauls in the deep ball. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man down the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's go. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Turning on the Jets. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Ellison. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Might be looking to run. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and it'll be a loss of yardage on that one.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Navy! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
To the air, it's Schultz. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throw.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Makes the catch. It's Black. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw. Gets it to him on the screen. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And here comes the Navy offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
Right on target this time. And he's brought down after a nice game. Navy quick to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He wants to take the top off. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play to get the ball back for his offense.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
And the Scarlet Knights can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. But they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle. It's Duff. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. The Scarlet Knights will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They use the end around first play of the drive. That'll get the eyes moving. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
There's a lot of ways to run the football. You can do it conventionally, handing it off. You can do it with the QB run. How about getting the wide receiver involved, though, on the reverse? Perfectly executed. He's able to get to the outside. That's a really nice gain for the offense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I love that play design by the offensive coordinator there on third down. You throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense is thinking you're going to throw it, and instead you hand it off. This guy is so dangerous, great vision. He knows where the sticks are. They pick up the first down, and they kept the defense on their heels.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. To the air on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The midshipman looking for a chunk play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Hutchinson. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Now, a fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. And the route is on.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw at Schultz. Under fire. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. That last chunk play is one that'll really put a drive on the move. It's 1st and 10 from the 43. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a...
Loose in the middle. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interesting to see.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Rutgers, 8.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Navy will go back on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Got enough for the first. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Navy might want to catch this defense sneaking up on 2nd and inches. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Really nice run there, and you've seen him do this a time and time again in this game so far. You've got the lead. We're way late in the 3rd quarter now. Not going to surprise me if they just keep leaning on this guy a little bit. Keep force-feeding him the football, because he is looking really good.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got the back over the middle. Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Navy out of the break with a first down. Motion from the wideout. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. The defense sort of herds this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage, really nice speed.
He'll take a shot. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Back to throw, it's Schultz. Fires to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Off play action. Going deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
It really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Off the play fake on first down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football in the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
This one's complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Tight end now in motion. Running play to the left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Navy! And the punishment has been extended. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
The Scarlet Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking for a man, it's Schultz. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
The give to the tailback. Runs for the tackle. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
The handoff keeps working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Zings it complete to the right. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line to pick up the first down.
And it's the throwback fullback picking up the first down. Great effort on fourth, surging ahead to keep his offense on the field.
Run it with the fullback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage.
And the offense, they're just trying to be physical. They're trying to run this ball in down close to the goal line. The defense, though, they're having none of it.
Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Ole Miss. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Scarlet Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield. It's Duff. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.